they believe that if they know enough, then they'll be ready for whatever comes their way.
We just go along with something because it's like what we're told to do, or it's how it's always been done. But I like this person because trying to get to the why of you doing something would make a lot of sense in life.
I don't mean nerd by bad, but just like the person who's like researching things extensively and like they're just in their book and they're by themselves all the time.
Welcome to the Enneaways podcast, a podcast that explores the Enneagram and all the different types and numbers that are out there. I'm Zach, along with my wife Laura. We co-host this podcast together, and we have fun doing it.
We do, and this is a podcast to help everyone learn ways to shine their light in the world.
I love that.
We are very passionate about that, and today we start off the head type series talking about the type 5, the Investigator.
Okay.
So excited to dive into that. But first, Zach has some lightning round questions that I have not heard of yet.
Are you the person who likes to travel to somewhere you've never been or return to your favorite place?
Even though 7 likes fun new adventures, returning to somewhere if I love the place.
Right. Like I picture up north.
I do too. Yeah. Yes, it feels good in my heart to go somewhere I know. You're comfortable. You know what you love there. You
can create new adventures too when you go to the same place.
So we have the same answer for this one.
Yes.
Sounds like.
It's going to your favorite place.
Yes.
Are you a plan every detail of the trip, or are you a wing it and see what happens?
Ooh, I feel like there should be a mix where you have a tentative plan.
Okay.
But I do not want to. Planning every detail does not sound like a vacation to me.
No.
That sounds stressful.
No. I'm definitely a winging it because there was a time when me and my buddy and his brother, we all went on a trip together with no plans out to California, like Los Angeles, California, had no plans at all, except one plan was to go to a buddy's wedding. That was our only plan for that week, and it wasn't until Saturday, and we flew out on Monday. So he's like, well, what are his brother was like, well, what are we going to do with our whole week? I'm like, I don't know. I figured we just sit around the pool and go out to eat. He's like, no, we're on vacation. Let's go and do some stuff.
Yeah.
So then real quick, I came into plan mode and I was like, okay, we'll go on a brewery tour here. We'll go discover San Diego there. We'll go and check out an In-N-Out burger because I hear that those are popular. But I got pretty plannery.
Wow. That's impressive.
I know.
I haven't seen that side of you yet.
I know.
You don't have to go there, really.
No, I don't. Unless somebody's like, you need to plan a trip.
Yeah.
Okay. For the next question, are you a person who laughs at jokes you don't understand to fit in, or you ask what's funny?
Oh, I will be like, I don't get it.
And you're going to say what's funny about it?
Yeah, like, it takes me a while to understand, I feel like sometimes, but I'm not going to pretend.
Well, I'm going to laugh at the joke no matter what.
I know. I know you do.
I'm going to laugh at the joke, and I'm not going to...
You're not going to call yourself out?
No, and you know what's funny about that is that my hearing is so bad, I'm probably not even going to hear half the joke, and I'm just going to start laughing at it.
Now, I will say, if it's like history or trivia, I have a harder time being like, I don't know that because I feel stupid.
Oh, you're not stupid.
Well, thank you. But if I don't know like a history fact or something they're talking about, I won't go along with it, but I may not say, I don't know what you're talking about. But a joke, I don't feel as bad not understanding a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
All right. Okay. So just as a reminder, we talked about the body types initially, the 8, 9, and 1. Those types act or feel in their gut to control things or to find their peace. And then the heart types, the 2, 3, and 4, they feel first to find like their identity and overcome that shame feeling. And then the head types, that's what we're talking about today, starting with the 5, but they're with the 5, 6, and 7. They think first to find their safety. So the 5 just as a reminder, is the investigator. Their core motivation is to be knowledgeable, capable, and competent so that they feel safe in the world. So a 5 feels more safe in the world when they are prepared with knowledge about what they're doing. So they're always researching things so that they know what they're talking about. And that they can be competent and capable. They're very curious, thoughtful, and observant.
It sounds like, I mean, I don't know too many 5s. Like when you're describing this person, I'm trying to think of that person in my life, and I don't necessarily know.
You do know a 5.
I do,
but
know
I
5.
feel like she is a sneaky 5 that you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
Let me know when you think of her.
Okay.
We'll just go through this episode and then I'll see if
trying to think about my 5 in my life.
Yep. So they process life through thinking and analyzing and gathering information. They want to know the why. Very organized and detailed.
Wow.
In a different way than like a 1 or a 3, you know. 1's like organized so things are perfect. 3 wants to just like get to the end result productively.
Right.
But a 5, I feel like they are organized in a way where they want like all their ducks in a row, like information.
Okay.
And what they know about things so that they can be the expert in what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I like this because I think too often times like we just go along with something because it's like what we're told to do or it's how it's always been done. But I like this person because trying to get to the why of you doing something would make a lot of sense in life. I feel like more of us should probably go to the why when we're doing things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you don't think of you don't know the person?
I think I know of it now.
Okay. So we can talk about her. I approved this message.
Okay.
So my friend Meg, she is a type 5 and she is like my Enneagram cheerleader actually for feeling typey. So shout out to Meg for always encouraging me. But I was surprised. I thought she was actually a 9. Because she's very easygoing and go with the flow and all that. But I typed her when I was going through my certification with my instructor. He was there, like
so
watching this type.
Okay.
Yes, like to kind of
make
sure I was legit. And so it was very interesting because I was not expecting the 5 at all for her. But she really resonated with the gathering the facts and the information to feel safe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if because I know her more in a social role, like we met through our kids' school.
Right.
And more like school PTO events, and we became good friends. But it was like a social outing, you know?
Right.
So you don't really see them as much. But, you know, thinking of her now, has been the PTO president. She is very much like she wants to make sure what she's doing makes sense. And if it doesn't, she's going to make it make sense.
Wow.
Which makes it easier for everyone, really.
Yeah.
You know, so as we were exploring the Enneagram together and finding her type, it was really cool to see because she has said many times how helpful it has been for her to learn that it's not just her like feeling anxious, needing to have these thoughts of like, I need to know the plan or understand. It's her 5, the core of her, seeking that knowledge so that she feels safe.
Right.
And competent.
Right. So what I like about that too is because oftentimes there needs to be a standard operating procedure for everything that we do in our life, no matter where you work. There are reasons that, like if you're checking somebody out at a counter, reasons why you go and you know, make sure that the bananas ring up right or whatever, or in an office, like why you do a certain thing with like delivering of the mail. And there's always things that need to be done and people need to know how to do those, but there's honestly, I think in a lot of ways, a reason why we have those.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
And I think it helped me, like, typing a good friend that I thought, oh, I know her so well. And then it being like, I was almost like really caught off guard. It helped me understand the 5 in a different way because you think of them almost just as like, this is the stereotype where they're just like the nerd who's always looking up. And I don't mean nerd by bad, but just like the person who's like researching things extensively and like they're just in their book and they're by themselves all the time. And it's like, no, it can be way different than that, where they want to know why and stuff, but they can still be social. And it depends on your instinct stacking, which we'll go into in further episodes. But it's just, it shows how we can't just like have these cookie cutter type 1 through 9 vision of people.
Yep.
And there's so much more to the core that you don't realize.
Right.
And
you must be the bookworm because you're a 5.
Right.
So you're probably, you go home and you just want to read more, but it's not about that at all.
No, and it's not like you have to be the smartest person. It's you want to understand the things you're interested in, and you're going to be like presenting and doing. So they also like, a lot of times 5s can be very introverted, where like they are drained by people and they need to recharge. And they often pull back from like others or the world to just like observe and understand. Okay. And like kind of like the observer who's kind of watching and looking. Yeah. And they believe that if they know enough, then they'll be ready for whatever comes their way.
That's
so
cool.
For them, it's about knowledge is their safety net.
Preparation.
Yes.
Okay.
So they like go to their head center a lot because you're thinking through things and how can I understand this, the why of how life works.
Right.
Not just living life, but like how does life work?
Okay.
And then when I understand how this works, I can live fully.
Okay. So are they externalizing the head center, or?
I would think they're more internalizing because they're just like thinking to themselves. All right, so the type 5s, they're in their head center a lot. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but we want to find ways to integrate the heart and body centers.
Right.
Just like we've talked about in the past. So for them to go to their heart center, let's start with that first. Growth would come by them connecting with their emotions, which can be pretty hard for a 5. I actually coached a type 5, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Mike and Brenda. And very smart, kind guy, but emotions and feelings were something he's like, I've never understood them. And that just is like such a 5 statement to me, because they want to understand what they're doing, thinking about. And I just go back to that phrase, feelings aren't meant to be solved. They're meant to be felt.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense too, why a 5 would be thinking that, because it's like, well, why is my reason right now for this even nervousness or sadness or excitability or, trying to understand why you as a 7, operate like you do, where you get geared up and you're ready to go do something, but you might leave the 5 being like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to think about this a little bit more.
Thinking about it. But to just allow their emotions to come and feel them instead of analyzing life through logic.
Wow.
To feel like, to work on feeling things. So to ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? Not what am I thinking?
Okay.
So when you're always thinking, to pause and be like, what am I feeling?
Okay.
So like, remember the 4, it's like they're very deep in their feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they need to pause and remind themselves what's happening right now. It's like the opposite.
Yeah.
The 5 is thinking.
Yeah.
And they need to pause and be like, well, is this making me feel a certain way? And so to shift from I need to understand it first.
Right.
To do anything about it, to I can be emotionally present in this moment as well.
Okay.
Not just understanding it first.
Wow. That's kind of interesting to have to channel your feeling. I mean, I don't know. I go to that show Shrinking that you started watching recently, and it's like where you pause and you give yourself the 15 minutes to just cry it out.
Yeah.
And like that seems like something that a 5 could do.
Yeah.
Just pause for 15 minutes. Don't think about it. Just
feel it.
Feel it.
And I think that actually is a good thing for a 5, 6, and 7 to do. Because remember you told me maybe that's something you could do.
Yeah.
And look, I already forget what it was about. The sad thing I was feeling, I blocked out of my head.
It's just the grief. It's the grief.
Yeah.
Grief thing.
Grief in life.
Yeah.
And then for the body center, so growth for a 5 would be taking action.
Okay.
Instead of staying in that just observing mode.
Okay.
So to actually engage in the present moment, you have to trust yourself to be able to like go do something, even if you don't have all the answers or understand, or maybe you're not prepared for a situation that's about to happen, but to just still be able to like do and go. And
maybe take the information that you currently have and just trust yourself enough to have a little bit of like an imposter syndrome, a little bit where you're like, I'm just going to fake it till I make it.
Yes, exactly. You know? Yep. And you can, I like that, like to trust yourself that you do know enough. Maybe you don't know enough about this current thing, but you've experienced a lot of life. You can handle this. And instead of just like disengaging, I feel, and being in your head, it can help you like live in the present moment too.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I mean, I think that finding a way to go for a run or do yoga or something, you know, could really help you kind of get out of that head so much because you're sweating, you've got the endorphins, you're forcing yourself to feel a little bit, like feel like tiredness or
come to a Pure Barre class. You really can't think then, I promise.
No, that's a good idea. Shout out.
So recap for the head center for a type 5, they go there to seek understanding and knowledge. And that's a wonderful thing that they can do. They bring so much insight to the world and just like a clear vision of things. I feel like they're very level-headed.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking. Just, you know, able to present things in a logical way that makes sense. And then the heart for them to stay emotionally connected. That will help in their relationships too, because if you're never opening your heart to relationships or, you know, people you're close with, then it's going to feel like you're a little closed off. And
like cold towards people a little bit.
So try to open, I'm like picturing the door of your heart. Open it just a crack and
letting the feelings
see what would happen if you share your feelings with someone close to you. And then your body type, take grounded action and kind of get out of that head center. So just to end with some practical tips, notice when you're learning or researching is actually because you're trying to avoid something.
Oh, okay.
So are you going into a deep dive into something because actually you just got in a bad fight with someone and you don't want to think about that or feel it? Are you trying to avoid something? So just start being aware of when you go into a heavy investigative mode.
Yeah.
And then the second practical tip is practice sharing one feeling with someone, like opening that door with someone you feel safe instead of staying in your own head.
Okay.
So I think that's going to take a conscious effort because I think naturally you've always maybe dealt with your feelings yourself in a logical way.
Someone in your life, you could have like an accountability partner who would be like, hey, how are you feeling today?
Yes.
Like, describe to me what you're feeling.
Yes. That's a good question for a 5 because it's like they have to actually think about it.
Yeah.
Which they would like. But to then be able to put into words your feeling may be challenging. And another one is take one small action before you feel fully prepared. I feel like that could feel cringy. Like, ooh, you're not fully prepared already. But do something, maybe just a small action that you're not 100% prepared, and just see how that feels for you. And then lastly, build rhythms of connection so isolation doesn't become your comfort zone. Instead
put yourself
of,
out there.
Yeah. And it's okay to recharge by yourself and all that. We're not saying don't do that, but to just like find those connections that are healthy and good for you so that you have that outlet, those people, instead of kind of just like hiding away by yourself.
Yeah. Don't become like a hermit type where, I mean, and I feel like I'm guilty of this too. I'm a 9 by definition, but I feel like it does become easier to just go and shelve yourself off, especially as an introverted type person. So it's really like if you're talking to an extroverted 5, it might look a little bit different, but definitely for the introverted person.
Yes. Yep. So 5s, your wisdom and your instinct in life are such a gift to us, other types who maybe don't see the world that way, and that you want to learn things and be more capable and competent. That's a good thing. We should all strive to do that.
Absolutely.
And we need your thoughtful perspective in life. But just remember, you don't have to know everything before you show up in the world or for us to love you and want to be with you. If you don't know the answer, if you don't know what the next step in your life, it's okay. We still value you, value your relationship, and you're more capable than you think that you may be.
Yeah. Yeah. And I go back to where we started in this episode and just looking at the reason why 5s, like as the investigator, go to that why of whether it be a task or the feeling, like you had mentioned earlier. Like that's so illuminating to me. And I'm jealous, honestly, because like I sometimes just fly by the seat of my pants too much. I don't have a plan. This person, like a 5, would be able to, have that or have more of the plan.
Yes, they've thought through it beforehand.
Right. Yeah.
And we appreciate that. But yeah, just remember, you know more than
you think.
And even if you don't know everything,
it's okay.
Yeah.
We started off with a question that was exactly like that.
You're right.
About the joke.
Yes.
And whether or not you just are going to laugh along the way or you're going to ask like, well, what's so funny?
I don't understand it. I think a 5 would say, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And they would want to...
like, help me understand your joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
But that's a really good practical advice. And if anybody is thinking that they might be on the fringe of a 5, you might think, wow, that sounds a lot like me. Reach out to you, feelingtypey@gmail.com. Also on your website, feelingtypey.com. You can check in with us. I know that sometimes people will ask a question or... yeah,
give some feedback and stuff.
Feedback.
And I will say, for me as a coach and a 7, a joyful, fun, spontaneous type, I have really enjoyed. I've coached several type 5s, and it has been probably the most challenging for me so far because they want to understand like everything. And so that has been, though, really good to work with people in that capacity. So too, if you're just wondering what coaching would be like with me, feel free to reach out and ask beforehand, and I'd love to talk with you. But I will share some feedback.
Yeah, go for it.
From a coworker I work with. This was in regards to the type 1 episode that we had done. And she said, I love how you give practical steps to help combat some of the negative thinking, like reminders that you don't need to be perfect and it's okay to go on gut instincts. I love that you are doing this with your husband. You guys have the perfect voices and banter for it.
Perfect.
So, hey.
That feels good. Thank you, Juan.
I know. So that we love hearing the feedback. So please feel free to share that with us.
Yep. You can reach out, like we mentioned, the website, which is feelingtypey.com. sending an email to feelingtypey@gmail.com. Even hitting us up through a DM through the Anyways podcast on Instagram is a great way to get in touch with us. And we'd love the feedback.
Yeah, totally.
Leave a review, subscribe, leave a review on the iTunes
Negative,
page.
positive, we'll take it all.
Yeah.
We might not share the negative feedback, but
who knows?
Maybe we will.
Maybe
I don't
we
know.
will. Yeah.
Still give it to us anyways. So next week we will talk about the type 6, the loyalist, and them in the head center. But we just value the type 5s, the investigators, and we appreciate you in this world. We're happy to know you and to live this life with you. So remember, keep shining your light, friends. Until next time.